From old battlefields to quiet cotton towns, Alabama is filled with ghost stories. Today we're bringing 12 of these spooky legends back to life. Number 1. Priscilla. At the University of North Alabama in Florence, whispers still linger about the tragic ghost known as Priscilla. She was said to have been a student at the old O'Neill Hall, now part of the Guillot University Center, whose life ended in heartbreak. Some say that late one night, Priscilla, overwhelmed by despair, was found in an elevator shaft. Since then, many claim her spirit never left, wandering the halls, searching for the peace she never found in life. Students and staff have often spoken of eerie sounds echoing through the building long after classes end. Faint cries, like soft weeping, drift through the halls at night. Others say they've felt sudden chills or seen a figure in an old-fashioned dress by the elevator doors. Even in the quiet, the sense of someone watching makes people uneasy. Some believe that Priscilla's spirit still lingers by the library stacks, a place she once loved. They talk of books falling from shelves or lights flickering for no reason. These small but unsettling moments keep Priscilla's presence alive, reminding all that she might be watching. For generations, her story has become part of the university's lore, a reminder that every building has secrets and that sometimes echoes of the past walk beside us. Her legend teaches that every flicker of light or unexplained creak could be her way of saying she's still there. Number 2. Bill Skeeto. In the small town of Newton, Alabama, the tale of Bill Skeeto has been told for more than a century, keeping locals both curious and wary. Skeeto was a preacher during the Civil War, and some said he deserted the fight to care for his sick wife. Caught by local militia, Skeeto was accused of being a traitor. On a cold December day in 1864, they led him to the Choctawhatchee River, tied a noose to a tree branch, and hanged him on the spot. But legend says the story didn't end there. Because the ground was too hard to dig a proper hole, the men scraped a shallow depression beneath Skeeto's feet so the rope would tighten. After the hanging, that hole refused to stay filled. Locals tried again and again to fill it with dirt, but the next morning it would be empty, as if Skeeto's restless spirit kept digging it back out. Generations of Newton residents have made pilgrimages to the site, poking sticks into the ground to test the legend. Some have claimed to see Skeeto's shadow beneath the trees or to hear his voice on the wind. The empty hole stands as a silent witness to a time of war, injustice, and a man who perhaps never found peace. Today, the legend of Bill Skeeto still haunts Newton, reminding all who pass by that even in a quiet town, the past can linger just beneath the surface. His story warns that some injustices leave a mark that even time can't erase, a mark that might open back up when least expected. Number 3. Henry Wells. Long ago in Pickens County, Alabama, the legend of Henry Wells took root during a time of suspicion and fear. In the 1870s, lightning strikes were not the only things that threatened the courthouse. Rumors swirled about a man named Henry Wells, a freedman accused of burning down the building. Locals, angered and frightened, formed a mob that hunted him down and brought him to the courthouse to face justice, or perhaps vengeance. They say that as Henry Wells looked out from the second-story window, a sudden bolt of lightning split the sky. In that instant, his terrified face was seared into the window pane, a permanent mark of his final moments. Even after repairs and replacements, the eerie image stubbornly returned each time. Visitors to the courthouse claimed they could still see his eyes staring out at them, a reminder of the injustice of that day. Through the years, townsfolk have tried to scrub the ghostly face away, but it always seems to come back. Some call it a trick of the glass or the weathered mark of old stories, but others believe Henry's spirit remains, seeking to remind the living of what happened in that place. His legend endures as both a cautionary tale and a symbol of Alabama's complicated history. Today, the face of Henry Wells on that courthouse window draws curious visitors and sends chills down the spines of those who dare to look closely. Number 4. Bear Creek Mother. Along the quiet banks of Bear Creek in Prattville, Alabama, a soft, sorrowful sound is said to drift across the water, a mother's endless cry. Locals call her the Bear Creek Mother, a spirit bound to the place by a tragedy that refuses to be forgotten. The story goes back to the early 1900s, when a young woman, desperate and abandoned, lost her child to the rushing waters. Overcome by grief, she wandered the woods, calling out for her baby. Those who live nearby swear that on moonlit nights they can hear her voice, a haunting lullaby carried on the breeze. Campers along the creek have reported the sound of a woman weeping, even when no one else is around. Some have seen a pale figure in a flowing dress near the water's edge, her arms outstretched as if searching for something that can never be found. Generations have passed, but the Bear Creek Mother's story has never left the town's heart. Parents tell their children to listen closely, to hear the sadness in the wind and the warning it brings. Her legend has become a part of Prattville's identity, a ghostly reminder that love and loss can leave a mark that time cannot erase. For the people of Prattville, the Bear Creek Mother is both a cautionary tale and a testament to a mother's undying devotion. Even now, in the stillness of the night, her voice rises from the waters, a gentle plea for the child she can never hold again. Number 5. Montgomerys Lady in White. In the heart of Montgomery, Alabama, there's a legend that refuses to fade, even after generations have come and gone. It's the tale of the Lady in White, a ghostly figure said to wander the old neighborhoods, forever searching for something or someone she lost. Some say she was once a young bride left at the altar, her dreams shattered before they could bloom. Others whisper of a mother who perished tragically, separated from her child by fate and time. As the sun sets and the streets grow quiet, witnesses claim to see her drifting along the sidewalks in a flowing white gown, her eyes fixed on something only she can see. A soft glow surrounds her, like a lantern from another age, guiding her steps through the night. Locals speak of a chill in the air as she passes, and the scent of faded flowers that clings to the breeze. Some nights, the Lady in White is said to pause near old churchyards or beneath ancient oaks, her face hidden by a veil of sorrow. It's in these places that passers-by often feel her presence strongest, a lingering sadness that tugs at the heart. She's both beautiful and haunting, a reminder that love and loss walk side by side. For Montgomery, the Lady in White has become more than just a ghost story. She's a symbol of the city's deep history and the emotions that connect the living to the past. Her story lives on in whispers, in flickering lights, and in the hush that follows when her name is spoken. Number 6. Children's Playground. In Huntsville's Maple Hill Cemetery, nestled among the graves of old soldiers and townsfolk, there lies a small playground that holds a legend all its own. Locals call it the Dead Children's Playground, a place where swings move on their own and laughter echoes from the darkness. The story goes that during the 1918 flu pandemic, countless children were buried nearby, their lives cut short by a tragedy that swept across the world. At night, the playground comes alive in a way that sends shivers down the spine. Visitors have reported swings swaying back and forth without a breeze, and seesaws bouncing as if tiny feet press them down. Some say they've heard giggles and hushed voices, too soft to catch but too real to ignore. Flashlights sometimes flicker and die, leaving explorers in the dark, alone with the memories of children lost too soon. Locals believe the spirits of these children gather to play once more, finding comfort in the laughter that once filled the air. The idea that joy can still rise from sorrow, that laughter can pierce the veil between life and death, is what makes this legend so powerful. It's a place where the line between the living and the lost is thinner than anywhere else. For Huntsville, the Dead Children's Playground is more than just a haunted spot. It's a reminder of resilience, of a community that remembers its youngest souls and keeps their laughter alive, even in the quiet hours of the night. Number 7. The Crying Baby. On the quiet roads near Hartselle, Alabama, a bridge known as Crybaby Hollow carries a chilling legend. Locals say that late at night, if you stand still and listen, you might hear the soft, heartbreaking sound of a baby's cries drifting through the darkness. The legend tells of a young mother who, overcome by despair, threw her newborn from the bridge into the creek below. Now, some believe her child's spirit remains, forever seeking comfort from the living. Travelers passing by after dark often claim they hear faint sobs, so real they make you pause and wonder. Some say, if you park your car on the bridge and kill the engine, you might even feel tiny hands pressing against your windows, as if the child's ghost is trying to get inside. Others talk of an eerie mist that sometimes rises from the water, wrapping the bridge in a shroud that makes it easy to imagine another world just beneath the surface. Over time, the tale has grown, woven into the fabric of the community's identity. Families warn their children not to wander there alone, and thrill seekers test their nerve by parking on the bridge, waiting for the cries to begin. It's become a place where the past refuses to rest, a reminder that some stories cling to the living long after the tears have dried. For Hartselle, Crybaby Hollow is more than a local legend. It's a reminder of how grief can echo across generations. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the cries of that child, carried on the wind, invite you to listen and to remember. Number 8. Zelda Fitzgerald. In Montgomery, Alabama, the name Zelda Fitzgerald stirs memories of creativity, passion, and tragedy. Born in 1900, Zelda was the wife of F. Scott Fitzgerald and a celebrated writer and artist in her own right. But her life was marked by turbulence and mental illness, a brilliant flame that burned too fast. Even after her death in a tragic hospital fire in 1948, some say Zelda never really left her beloved Montgomery. Locals whisper of her spirit drifting through the old neighborhoods where she once danced and laughed. At night, In the quiet corners of the Fitzgerald Museum, visitors sometimes sense her presence, a flicker of movement in a mirror, or the sound of soft laughter echoing down the halls. Some even say they've heard the faint rustle of a dress, like Zelda's spirit still twirling to the rhythm of a jazz tune only she can hear. Others believe her spirit lingers in the places she loved most: porches where she read her favorite books, gardens where she sketched wildflowers, and sidewalks where she strolled in search of inspiration. Zelda's restless creativity and unquenchable spirit seem to defy the finality of death, leaving behind a legacy of mystery and wonder. For Montgomery, Zelda Fitzgerald's ghost is a reminder that brilliance and heartache often walk hand in hand. Number 9. Huggin' Molly. In the quiet town of Abbeville, Alabama, a ghostly figure known as Huggin' Molly has been a source of both fear and fascination for generations. According to local legend, this towering woman roams the dark streets after sunset, draped in black and with arms outstretched, seeking out unsuspecting children. But rather than harm them, she's said to give them a bone-crushing hug and a chilling scream that echoes through the night. Some say Huggin' Molly's spirit comes from a mother who lost her child long ago, forever searching for someone to comfort. Her embrace, though terrifying, is thought to be an expression of the love she could never share in life. Parents in Abbeville once used tales of Huggin' Molly to keep their kids from staying out too late, warning that if they didn't come home before dark, she might find them. Over the years, her legend has grown, woven into the town's identity. Locals and visitors alike still whisper about nighttime encounters with a shadowy figure on the sidewalks. Some claim to have felt the pressure of her hug, while others insist they've heard her blood-curdling scream from the dark corners of the town. Each story adds another layer to Abbeville's unique folklore. For Abbeville, Huggin' Molly is more than just a ghost story. She's a symbol of the town's deep roots and the mysteries that can hide in even the smallest of places. Her tale lives on, reminding everyone that some legends are too powerful to fade away. Number 10. William Grancer Harrison. In the rolling hills near Kinston, Alabama, the legend of William Grancer Harrison refuses to rest. A wealthy plantation owner in the 1800s, Grancer was known for his lively parties and love of dancing, often hosting grand gatherings at his estate. When he passed away, he was buried in a brick tomb on his property with a special request. He wanted to be laid to rest with his dancing shoes on, ready for one last party. But death couldn't keep Grancer's spirit still. Locals say that on quiet nights, if you walk near his grave, you might hear the faint sound of fiddle music drifting through the trees. Some claim to have seen a ghostly figure dressed in his finest, dancing alone in the moonlight. His steps echo the laughter and music of nights long gone, a reminder that his love of celebration never truly ended. Visitors often leave his grave with chills, wondering if Grancer is still waiting for one final dance. Others say that on warm summer nights, the ground itself seems to thrum with a rhythm only he can hear. His tomb stands as a silent witness to the joy he brought to his community and the legend that refuses to fade. For Kinston, William Grancer Harrison is more than a ghost. He's a testament to the enduring power of music, laughter, and the unbreakable bond between a man and the place he called home. his legend dances on, a melody in the Alabama night that no one can forget. Number 11. Katherine Zwell. In the heart of Birmingham's historic Oak Hill Cemetery lies the grave of Katherine Zwell, a name that has stirred whispers among locals for over a century. Katherine's life was marked by tragedy. She was said to have died young under mysterious circumstances in the late 1800s. Since her passing, visitors to the cemetery have reported sightings of a ghostly woman wandering among the headstones, her face pale and eyes filled with sorrow. Legend has it that Katherine's spirit can be seen especially on misty evenings, dressed in the Victorian clothing of her time, her long hair cascading over her shoulders. Some claim to have heard her soft sobs carried on the wind, as if she is still searching for something or someone she lost long ago. Her presence has become a symbol of the lingering pain that can outlast even death. Local historians have tried to piece together her story, uncovering tales of unrequited love and heartbreak that may explain why her spirit lingers. Visitors often leave flowers at her grave, hoping to bring her some peace, though few believe her soul is truly at rest. For many, Katherine Zwell's legend is a reminder that the past is never as far away as we think. In Birmingham, Katherine's story lives on as a testament to the mysteries hidden within old cemeteries. Her legend continues to captivate those who walk among the graves of Oak Hill, reminding everyone that sometimes even the dead have unfinished business. Number 12. The Lady in Blue. Tucked away in the rolling hills near Cortland, Alabama, Rocky Hill Castle once stood as a grand antebellum mansion, a symbol of wealth and Southern charm. But its halls also held secrets, and among them was the legend of the Lady in Blue. This spectral figure, dressed in a flowing blue gown, was said to glide through the corridors of the decaying house, her presence felt by every visitor who dared to step inside. Witnesses described the Lady in Blue as a sorrowful yet graceful spirit, drifting from room to room as if searching for something left behind. Some say she was the mistress of the plantation owner, forever waiting for her lost love to return. Others believe she was a heartbroken bride who never made it down the aisle. Either way, her presence became as much a part of the house as its creaking floors and crumbling walls. Even after the mansion was abandoned and fell into ruin, stories of the Lady in Blue persisted. Local children dared each other to visit the site at night, hoping to catch a glimpse of her glowing silhouette in the moonlight. Some claimed they felt a cold breeze or heard a soft whisper just before she appeared. Her legend was a test of courage and a window into Alabama's haunted past. Today, though Rocky Hill Castle is gone, the Lady in Blue still lingers in the memories of those who grew up hearing her tale. She is a reminder that even the grandest homes can hold stories of heartbreak, and that some spirits are too strong to be confined by the walls that once held them. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.